Before we start our second half of the performance, I have someone that I have the pleasure to know and introduce to you, a tireless community champion, all-around nice guy, Mike Morrice.
Thank you, Derek. I think I'd love to have you introduce me wherever I go. That's super kind. You're just giving me a pep talk before on a tougher kind of day. Thank you. It's wonderful to be with you all tonight. Some folks have been asking what I've been up to since the election. I think my new bit might be that I'm just doing a residency here at the Registry. Some of us were here for a show last Thursday night. It is so heartwarming to see the Registry as full as it is tonight. And so just appreciate you all for making use of such an important and special space in our community. Can we give it up for the young people who've been on stage? It is thanks to folks at JM Drama that this space is maintained as well as it is. And we have two of the folks from JM Drama with us tonight. You may know them already. Sam Vartaniak, who is the executive director, and Lily Jemfi Kumanini, who's the chair of the board. Can we give it up for Lily and for Sam? You might know through the pandemic we lost some really important spaces for the arts in our community, and it's because of Sam and Lily and others that we didn't lose the Registry, and it's because of you all filling up this space tonight that we can kind of grow the spirit of what's really special here. So thanks again for being here. The last thing that Christine asked me to just mention before I exit the stage and get back to some people with more hair than I have is just a reminder that Instrumental, like so many other important organizations in our community, does amazing work thanks to all your support, and often they do it without government funding. And something we can be mindful of is showing up on nights like this is super important, but as somebody who's been involved in electoral politics, it's been helpful when people remind elected folks about how important you might think it is to fund the arts. Some of you might know the Canada Council for the Arts is the largest federal funder for the arts. And what a lot of folks don't realize is that their funding was cut in the midst of the pandemic from $500 to only $360 million. At the same time that our community receives a fraction of what larger communities, Montreal, for example, gets around $21 a person. We get around $3 a person from the Canada Council. And so if that makes you a little bit angry or concerned or just deeply impressed by everything from Jazz Fest to Blues Fest, all the work you see from performing artists in our community is done through a fraction of the government funding that other communities receive. And it's something to keep in mind as we celebrate the young people tonight. You might want to also make sure that they're appropriately funded to support their efforts as they grow into their artistic endeavors. And one way to do that is to remind our elected leaders that we know how important it is to fund the arts. It's for young people, it's for economic development, it's because it's just good for the soul. For all these reasons and more, you can think about all the important advocacy we can continue to do for spaces like this, for the arts, and for these amazing young folks. I hope you enjoy the second half. Thanks again, Derek.